Niggas. Your club's finished. Didn't make the rules. They're over. I think your club's finished. I'm grateful. Use. It's a game. Not so much, man. Yeah, cool. That's for me. Yeah, babes. Can you come in quick then? Oh, the damn Hoover. Okay, you can't bring it back in because I'll be streaming now. Yes, everyone, welcome back. I hope you guys are excited for the game today. We have some new faces in the stadium as Mudryk is actually spotted in the stadium right now. And I'm sure he's going to be announced probably later today or probably tomorrow. We should have like a massive gas announcement. But thank you to everyone here watching the stream. And also shout out to Joe Abdi too for the super chat, bro. Really appreciate that. Levi Corwell is at the game. I don't know why though. I mean, that's probably pretty good to see, to be fair. Obviously, we still own the player. There's some massive plans around him as well too. So I wonder what the actual reason could be. Maybe he's just there to like support his teammates and come and watch the game, which I don't know. I'm not too sure. But after seeing his performance against Liverpool yesterday, you guys know like there's a reason why I've been really pushing for Levi Colwill to be in this team. For me, he's in that same caliber of bracket as your Reece Jameses, your Mason Mounts. He really is that good. And I feel like next season, the left-hand side, he could really transform us in terms of the build-up play, as well as the defending and the strength and aerials too. So, yeah, you guys, how are you finding the lineup before the game actually starts? I'm sure everyone has strong opinions on it right now. But to be fair, we have to understand the situation. Most of the guys are injured. We have to balance out the minutes with the available players left in the team right now. So Potter has to turn towards the squad. As we're seeing, it's more of like a 4-3-3. Lewis Hall left back, Gallagher, Mount and Jorginho in midfield, and up front Ziyech, Havertz and Chukwuemeka. So I'd imagine Chukwuemeka on the left, Mount on the left, and Lewis Hall. That should be quite nice to see on the left-hand side. That nice little like Cobham link up. Listen, Palace always a great team. They're always like hard to play against. We have a good record against them to keep things fair. And I do think that after the performance versus Fulham, where the result didn't go in our favour, factors worked against us, but there were positives to take from that performance, and I'm hoping that we can build from that in the game today, especially playing at home. So I'm hoping the fans are going to be supporting the team, getting behind them. You know, sometimes I feel in football, like when your team's not doing well, your team does even worse when they don't have the backing of the fans. That is when things get even worse. You lack even more confidence, and then no one wants the ball. So hopefully there's like a good reception today. But right now I'm going to answer some of your questions. Alex, yes, Alex, thank you, bro, for being the mod today. Minerals Mudryk at the bridge. Tomorrow I'm going to start releasing videos on Mudryk. I'm going to start talking about the lineups for next season. I think I have a bit of an idea behind how we might be playing and what the game plan is. I feel like right now the game plan needs to be more counter-attacking. I think we signed a lot of top stars who excel in that part of the game. And I feel like we're starting to slowly mold the team towards something more like that. Moving on to Tom's, my score prediction. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win. I'll do anything for a win today to keep things brutally real with you. Badiashile, I'm really excited to see how he performs today. You guys in the chat, how do you feel about Badiashile? I think when you're seeing Kula Badi's recent form, I think he has every right now to not be part of this team. I felt like he's really cost us quite a lot of goals, and a lot of individual mistakes have really been working against us, like left, right, and centre. And I think culprits like Kula Badi, unfortunately, they're part of the problem, to keep things real. But yeah, you guys, share your thoughts and opinions. Moving on to Dylan. For Fafana should start. Maybe, but I think right now, coming off the bench is probably his best bet. Ian O'Sullivan, yes, Ian. Mudryk is so overpriced, for sure. But tomorrow, I want to release a video just discussing the finances. I feel like maybe when I break down why we're able to spend so much money and why these prices aren't necessarily putting us off, I think you guys will feel a bit more reassured then behind why we can spend so much money. There's a reason why these players are earning 7-year contracts and 6-year contracts. You're amortizing the fees. That means you're spreading out the cost of the transfer over the length of the deal. That's how it looks like when you're doing the accounts for the books per year. So technically, you know, we still have more money to spend. Using Enzo Fernandez as an example, the reason why we couldn't sign him is because Benfica want the full amount up front, which I think is quite ridiculous. And I understand they don't want to lose their guy right now. I think the offer we came in with was quite fair. You know, Ziyech, 85 million plus a loan player. I mean, to not even want to negotiate from that, I think that's a bit mad, to keep things real with you, especially for a player they only signed for like less than 10 million a few months ago. So realistically, no club will spend over 100 million for Enzo Fernandez. It won't happen. It will not happen. If people will struggle to pay that fee for Jude Bellingham, they won't be paying 106 million outright in one go for Enzo Fernandez. I think that is ridiculous, to be honest. But regardless, you guys, the game is starting literally right now. Badiashile debut. Can the team turn fortunes round now and start getting some flipping wins? Because it's been a long time now. And let's hope that the team can come back today and put in a great performance. So I am going to link you guys a stream link, just in case anyone needs it. I'm going to put that in the chat right now. Can I pin that comment as well? I think I can pin that. Cool. So I've pinned a link to a stream. Top comment, you guys. For anyone that's struggling and can't find anything, I got you today, so don't worry. Uncle Nini's got you. Because full of plastic Chelsea fans, I mean, to be fair, I think there's plastic fans everywhere in the modern game today. I don't blame them too. I mean, the price of the game is ridiculous right now. Naturally, expectations are going to be a lot higher, right? Come on, boys. Okay. Of course, my stream link has to mess up a little bit. Typical. Sorry about this, you guys. Completely missed the kickoff now. This is really annoying. I don't know what the hell is happening now. This is what I hate about being a fan today. Like, after all this money you're wasting, you still can't watch every game on the internet or on TV. It's a rip-off, honestly. It's so stupid. Finally, the damn thing's working now. I'm back, you guys. Currently, my minute is 1 minute and 53 seconds. Apologies for the delay. Anyway, Badiashile on the ball. Oh, that was a nice pass to find Kai Havertz. Then Badiashile, very composed on the ball. Comfortable playing passes between the lines. A lot of creativity too. I'm liking the start so far. Ah, Kai. Come on, man. Where's the strength? Z. Come on, Z. So far, you know, we're pushing our lines up. We're being quite aggressive. We're taking the game to Crystal Palace. I think 4-3-3 suits. Obviously, we know that Porter's been working on this quite a lot. So more time is going to be needed. But playing at home in front of the fans, we have to give a great performance today for everyone. Oh, played Badiashile. Ah, he just got caught then by AU. But I mean, what's you guys' score prediction? I'm feeling. I don't know if I'm just being positive for the sake of it, but I'm feeling optimistic today that we can get a result versus Palace and hopefully start to do things again now. Thiago Silva sprays a beautiful pass to find the overlapping run by Lewis Hall. I love the confidence that Lewis Hall is showing in this team. He's 18 years old. Of course he is making mistakes, but I'm liking the mistakes he's making. These are mistakes where he's looking to be positive, play forward, show composure and maintain the ball. These are things that can get ironed out in terms of the mistakes, and he'll be a better player for something like that. So Lewis Hall has done so well to get in this team over Cucurella, and I think it's absolutely deserved right now. We saw the stats versus Fulham last week. He won 12 pressures in Fulham's half, which is the highest in the league actually. So this guy is a top talent, a massive talent. So I feel like when he gets more confidence, gets more game time, those little mistakes like his finishing, for example, because he is a very good finisher, people will actually see that and understand, okay, this guy is a bit techie on the ball. But let me just put the chat back on right now. Let me take off the... Nah, that's a bit better now. That's a bit better. Anyway, we've got a set piece coming up. Please, delivery, quality. Near post, flick on to absolutely nowhere. But so far, 4 minutes in, Palace are parts in their half. I'm guessing they're looking to play on the counter-attack. We're showing some confidence right now, which is good. Last time you streamed, we won. Let's hope we can win. I think that's a good... You know what the funny thing is? I swear most times I stream, we don't win. And I'm a bit superstitious. So a lot of times I don't want to jinx this team yet for the sake of a few views on a live stream. So, hey, if what you're saying is right, the last time I streamed, we won. Maybe I'll do a few more now. But that's it. Gallagher there. Trying to help with the build-up. Balls played to the right hand side to find Z, who gets... That's what I mean. When Ziyech is in those areas where he's playing back to goal, or has two guys on him, he struggles. The reason why he looked good for Morocco in the World Cup is because he's always had a Mazraoui or had a Hakimi or a very fast fullback on the outside. That's what he needs to really strive. And unfortunately, we just don't play like that. So he does look quite limited playing for us. And listen, you guys know I like Hakim Z, but I feel like he is somebody who could probably phase out now, as per actually evolving the team and moving forward now. Anyway, I've really got a lot of eyes on Badiashile. I'm really looking forward to seeing how he copes and how he plays and what he does with his passing. Obviously, he's a left-footed defender playing on the left-hand sides. There's certain passing angles that open up for left-footed defenders that don't open up for right-footed ones. Like when Koulibaly played that pass to João Felix that got him the red card, I was thinking to myself, actually, if that was a left-footed centre-back who had more control in that situation to play a better pass with this left foot, would João Felix being forced to have miscontrolled it and then, commit himself to a tackle? I'm not too sure. But Jorginho, come on, none of that, please. Don't start the game losing 1v1s in areas like that. Stuff like that is why we're conceding goals, some individual mistakes. That type of stuff right there. Anyway, Silva's telling the team to get forward, go forwards, push up. Come on, Shook, man. Come on. A bit better there. Ooh. Play Badiashile. That's it, boys. That's it, Connor. Come on, win the ball back. It's the first time Palace have sustained a bit of possession against us right now. Of course, it comes from us losing the ball in our own half. Needs to be a bit better there. But there's a lot of young guys playing here. I still feel like physicality-wise, we're not as strong or as intense as we used to be in that 2021 season. So we have a long way to go to reach them heights. Andre Ayew, man. The Ayew brothers, I'm not fans of them anymore. Especially after that World Cup. Nah. I still got a lot of resentment for the Ayew brothers after that World Cup playing for Ghana. I'm sorry. AU, literally every game we lost was because he made a stupid mistake. And Andre just kept playing for himself as if he was like Ronaldo doing a last hurrah. It's just like, come on, man. This is why some teams in Africa don't excel in the World Cup, because they don't play as a team. And it's because of guys like this. But don't get me started right now. My clock right now, it is 8 minutes and 3 seconds. 8 minutes, 3 seconds, you guys. I promise you, sometime this season, I will figure out how to get the stupid live scoreboards up. It's a lot harder than you actually realize. Every time I try and figure it out, I'm watching a 1 hour tutorial and I just don't have the time to be doing the most like that. Anyway, there should be a time here saying 10 minutes right now on screen. Anyway, Palace, they're pressing a bit high right now. They're feeling a bit confident that they can win the ball in a half. I mean, a few teams have been doing that this season compared to just like sitting back right now. So you can tell that teams feel like they can, you know, they can smell the bloods. They feel like they can obviously affect our build up and take advantage of us in this bad form right now. But anyway, Trevor's bombing forwards, and that's it. Connor's there for the rebound, passes it back to Jorginho, who sprays it to the left-hand side to find Lewis Hall isolated. What's Hall going to do? He's going to carry it in field, and Carnes wasn't ready for the 1-2. He should have been in front of that Palace player then, getting ready then. But it's like his first proper start. Let's hope that as the game's going on, Carnes is able to just like get a feel a bit more and start influencing. That's it, Badiashile, that's yours. Just got pushed to the side by Zaha. Little sloppy things like that, yeah? Oh my God. Like, that was a bit, that's what I mean. I feel like a lot of times when you're a centre-back coming to the Premier League, you need just a bit of time to understand what you're allowed to get away with in terms of how much strength to use, fouls you can get away with, fouls you can't get away with, getting used to the intensity as well too, because AU just brushed aside Badiashile then, and then Zaha was going 1v1 versus Silva, and it was looking a bit of a problem right there. So, yeah, little details like that. Do you think Felix will stay? 1,000%, 1,000%. These reports that Simeone's destined to leave, I think they're very premature. And realistically, you know, they would have sold João Felix now, but no club is going to spend 80 million to sign him right now, especially when his form has gone downhill. So I can't imagine they'll command a similar fee in the summer. But I do think that João wants to leave, he wants to go. And we have to have confidence in our club here. I mean, how many players sign for us and absolutely love it here? I mean, look at the recent example like Thiago Silva, for example. I mean, since he's been here, his family is settled. His wife loves it here. He loves it here. You know, we have that type of power. So I definitely feel like when João comes back into the team, now that he has some time to get used to the way we play, used to the new city, new environment, teammates, etc., etc., he'll come back even stronger after the suspension. And I think he would want to stay because the project is too exciting. I mean, how can you not want to become part of this right now? Ziyech nearly plays the perfect pass in behind to find Kai Havertz. Now, one frustrating thing about not seeing João play is that in that game versus Fulham, personally, I was seeing a lot of nice link-up play between João Felix and Kai Havertz. You know, Kai Havertz wants to play one-touch layoffs, pass and move. Give him options, connections. You know, let him drift into spaces and connect with his teammates, and then punish teams in behind because he's very intelligent and has that physicality to cover the distances. Them two were looking quite good in terms of their relationship, and I feel like that is what Kai Havertz really, really needs. So I'm hoping we can recreate some of that in the game today. But I mean, it's been weird. Like, in terms of his footballing performances, I'd probably say that Kai has looked a lot better compared to maybe games last season where, yeah, he scored goals, but in terms of like impact in the game, it was quite minimal. So he's such a strange player. A part of me will feel like we haven't done enough, but I'm hoping that maybe now things are improving and Kai can kind of, you know, come up this shell a little bit, to be honest with you. So, I mean, a goal today, a performance today is needed. And these are the games where Kai has to announce himself and really step up for the team now. Conor Gallagher on the right-hand side plays a switchboard to find Lewis Hall. Great pass. Great first touch from Lewis Hall to create that space separation. Then gets passed back to Jorginho. Now, we're really pushing up our centre-backs right now. Everyone is in the Crystal Palace half. So, we're looking to play very aggressively. Ziyech going 1v1 versus Schlupp, I think. Oh! That was nice play from Hakim then. Come on, win that ball back. Played. Keep it up, you guys. That's it. So far, we're controlling the game versus Crystal Palace. They're not really doing too much right now. And I think Gallagher, like when Gallagher plays in his familiar position, the right-hand side of a midfield three, that's when he's much better. Listen, he's not the build-up guy that you're going to have to like create for you. He's a goal-scoring midfield player. You know, he can press. He's got intensity. You know, he's got a lot of legs. He's very good in the final thirds, and he can play a forward pass. You know, like it's all about the connections you have alongside him, the players you're using alongside him. So I think Connor's looked decent so far in this game, and it's no surprise that when he plays in his familiar role, you see the real Conor Gallagher. But he's had a so-so season so far. I think it's been a very educational season, to be fair. But anyway, look at the pressing right there. Oh, we just missed out in the end. Hakim couldn't find Kai Havertz. But I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. But how are you guys finding the first 15 minutes right now? Like, are you liking things? Are you liking the performance? Are you feeling hopeful? Let us know in the chat right now. That's it. We now drops the lines a little bit. It's like we're defending now in like a 5-3-2. Oh, see that pass then? Like Connor should have been in a better position than to just close down that passing angle. Like they're the details they're like the weaknesses I see in this game. I mean, it's natural, feel like still quite young at the same time. And I feel like when you're not playing week in, week out, I feel like it's hard to build that momentum really to improve. I feel like there is a player in Conor Gallagher for sure. Maybe in hindsight, one more loan. This is complete hindsight, but if he had a loan for this season, he might be even better for it, to be fair. But that link up then between Mount and Kai, they kind of fumbled it right there. That's yours, Silva. I mean, honestly, like if we didn't have Thiago Silva in our defense, do you understand how many goals we'd be conceding this season? Anyway, Kai's dropped deeper to the right channel, plays that pass to Hakim on the right. Hakim's got no option to play a ball in behind then. That's it, Badiashile. Carry that ball forwards. Looks to play a pass to find Kai. Ambitious, but it's positive at least. You know, he's looking to play forward. He's not playing it sideways. They're the type of details I like to see personally. That's it. Come on. I feel like if we can get this first goal, this game opens up. Palace won't be sitting back too deep. They'll be forced to have to come out. Play from Connor then, attract that pressure from two players, and then place a pass in to find Mason Mount. Really good play then. Ball in behind Mount again. And Mount tries to play that cross pass from the right-hand side. Like if there was one thing Mount could do as he's getting older, I feel like sometimes like his balls can be a little predictable sometimes. Like it's always the same like hard cross or hard pass. Everything's really hard. Like sometimes a bit of composure in these areas, a bit of delicacy sometimes is needed. I hope he can add that more as he grows and develops, because listen, like how we're seeing him under 25, like he'll be completely different when he's 25 going to 30. It's how it is when players get older and more experienced. But even though he's a top talent, obviously there's a few areas to like finesse and fine tune in this game. But I still think some of the criticism Mount gets is just absolutely outrageous, because guys who are being way worse than him don't get 1/10 of the criticism. It's absolutely baffling. But anyway, Elise, I know a lot of Chelsea fans are big admirers of Michael Elise. I feel like the guy's a top talent, but I feel like Palace, he should stay there for like 2 more seasons to really just like push this game on more. And then who knows what's happening in the future. Oh, he skipped past for real easy then. But nice defending from Jorginho then to read that. And the slide tackle closes them off then. Played Kai. Nice hold up. Come on, Connor. Ah, flipping El Decore just tackled him then. Close him down. Played Khans. Stick with him. I think Hall needs some support, for God's sake. Like, where's the support? Where's the support for Lewis Hall against Elise? Oh, my God. My God. Like, we nearly conceded then. We nearly conceded then. I can't be too hard on Lewis Hall. Like, he's not like a natural left wing back. But where's the support for Lewis Hall against Elise, for God's sake? Twice then he got beaten. And twice Palace nearly had something to come. Third time now, Elise isolating against Hall. He plays it back this time. Obviously, Chukwuemeka has to just really come back more and support Lewis Hall. Obviously, he's playing more midfield now compared to Mason Mount. So there's a lot of responsibility to like track runs and help double up now. You know, he wasn't helping Lewis Hall like 2 minutes ago. So just put good midfielders in the middle. J5 is weak. What we want to do. Bad positions, bad receptions, bad passing. Yeah, super frank. Anyone think Mount will leave on a free? Probably join Liverpool with Rice together. I'm not too sure about that, to be honest, lads. That's it. Come on, some intensity. Press him. Oh, too easy. Too easy. Too fucking easy. Too easy, man. Right now, Elise is destroying us on that right-hand side. You know how simple it is? It's literally Andre Ayew is like that decoy run alongside him to just like attract the attention of our players. And that's allowing Elise to go 1v1 against Lewis Hall all the time. And Elise, you can't, I mean, come on. The guy can skin anyone in this league. He can beat you on the outside. He can beat you in the insides. I feel like we have to do a bit better to try and cope now because, I mean, that was a fantastic Kepa save then to deny him. Oh, close him down. Oh, my lords. If we get something from this game, you guys, it's not going to be an easy win. It's not going to be an easy performance. It makes sense. I mean, come on, look how many young guys are playing in the team. Obviously, talent and tech is good. But to win games, you need more than just talent and tech sometimes. It's like mentality, experience, physicality, strength. All these intangibles I think we're lacking so far. I mean, Kepa's made 2 outstanding saves in this game so far. He's been one of our best players at the moment. But anyway, Kai! Oh! Offsides. Offside, but I like that attempt from Kai then. Like, these are the types of things he was doing at Bayer Leverkusen for fun, week in, week out. Like, look at that run from Kai. He's in between Guy and Anderson, just about offside. If Jorginho played that pass a yard quicker, who knows what happens then. But that's what I mean with Kai. He's a very intelligent player. And I feel like a lot of times over the years, we don't take advantage of, like, the good runs that's made by our attacking players. I think that's why I need to see the midfield upgraded in the summer. But, yeah, right now, Palace is starting to push up a bit higher, forcing us back, creating problems down our left-hand sides. It's not as strong as it used to be having Rudiger and Ben Chilwell. Like, do you understand how much we took Rudiger for granted? If Rudiger was still playing in our team right now, most of these issues and mistakes aren't a thing anymore. Like, do you understand just how good he is? Honestly, like, it's given me like a new appreciation level, to be fair. Like, he really... Like, from how Rudiger first started when he played for us to how he ended, I mean, the level up is, like, it's one of the biggest level ups I've seen, actually. And, yeah, he's an absolute world-class defender. And we miss out on having him on our left-hand sides. We need a squad overhaul for sure. And we're building towards that now. Put Cover and Ruben in. I think Ruben's just come on. Nini Colwell with Begda, of course. Like, come on, Levi Colwell is the future of this football club. Like, that's what I mean. Badiashile, it's his debut, of course. It's not like the best reflection of what his game's really about, but if you were to ask me who's the better left-sided defender, I'm going to say Levi Colwell all day. And I think the performances already for Brighton at 19 years old, when he's a teen, you know, people were telling me in the summer that Gavardio was levels and levels ahead. I was just thinking to myself, like, it's not the case whatsoever. I feel like sometimes if you're playing in a weaker league, like, all the good things you do kind of gets, like, diminished or dismissed or reduced. It's like, yeah, you can pass the ball, you can play this way, but you're doing it against championship opposition. But I actually feel it's the complete opposite. It's like, how does the player think and play in the moments? Like, that tells you if they can translate their game to a higher level. And Levi Colwell, as a teen, I'm seeing him play like he's 25 years old with his thinking on the field, how he moves the ball, how he passes, the composure. It's not like a normal kid's. So, yeah, next season, he must be back in this team. Anyway, set piece delivery, please. Hakeem, man, please. I need some World Cup set pieces right now. What is that? That is so deep to where? What was that then? Come on. Oh! I'm telling you, Thiago Silva, if this guy was not in our team, we are in the relegation zone right now. Yeah, I mean, that was that was all Thiago Silva then. 2 headers, and then a first time. I mean, look at the techers then for that first time volley then. Thiago Silva, what a legend this guy is. Look at the technique then. Our attacking players aren't striking the ball that clean from that moment, you know. Anyway, I've got a super chat here. Joe Abdi, appreciate that, bro. Real ones remember Rudiger, Sheffield away. Bro, I've completely forgotten Rudiger, Sheffield United away. Completely forgotten. I'm so sorry, but I appreciate the support, man. Is that... Come on, ref. Is that not a yellow cards? The hell was that then? Okay. Henry. Hey, Nini. Big shout outs to you. I'm a big Chelsea fan. I've been a Blue fan since the 08 season with Mourinho there. The team needs time, and I mean what is going on is not Potter's fault, it's largely due to injury, for sure. I mean, the thing is, every time Graham Potter's taken over any club, they've all started the same way. Like, certain managers are hired for a reason. It's not just about CV and stats. Like, before, that was the only thing we cared about, because our old boards only cared about short-term results for every season. There was no contingency plan being built. So anything good that happened last season, it wasn't continued the following season. And there was no plan of consistency. But Graham Potter was hired specifically because he is one of those select managers where he is the guy that knows how to rebuild a team and get them playing a new way and improves them and levels them up. He's done that throughout his entire career. Swansea, Osland, Brighton. So I don't care that he hasn't had a CV of like a Champions League win or this or that or whatever. I mean, come on. Like, if you're playing for the smaller teams, it's a completely different level. But this is why I've got a lot of faith, because he knows what he's doing. Oh, played Gallagher, bombing down that right hand side. Come on, Connor. Played Connor. So far, the guys who have looked decent to me, Thiago Silva, Kepa, and Conor Gallagher. I think Gallagher on the right hand side against his old team. He's looking confident. He's taking people on. He's just beat Mitchell how many times? Slowed the pace of the ball down and accelerated away. That's what you need to see. Now, Hakeem, a good ball, please. Now, why is Mount not taking the set pieces? I don't understand. Like, Mount is the only one that I feel confident with when it comes to set pieces. But anyway, Hakeem, nice little link up with him and Kai on the right. Finds Conor Gallagher. Plays the ball back to Badiashile, who's by himself in the back, but he's got that composure. Finds Lewis Hall on the left-hand side. But played the pass him in a weird way, which forced Lewis Hall to play it backwards now. So... right now, we restart another attack. Jorginho's dropped deep now. Receiving on the right-hand side. He's told Trevor Chalobah to bomb forwards. You know, Jorginho and his finger pointing. Go there, do this, do that. But anyway, great ball, great play. Come on. Oh. But I'm liking how we're looking on the right-hand side so far. I think Gallagher, obviously Ziyech, Trevor Chalobah, but we're creating a lot nice rotations on the right hand side. So we're running in behind them. We're stretching them there. That looks like their weak zone right now. Oh, great reverse ball from Hakeem. Oh, that's what I mean by Mason Mount. Like, that was a very nice pass then from Hakim Ziyech. Did the technique have to be play a first time ball across goal? Like, keep your head up. Look at the options. Like, it's just too reactive sometimes from Mount. And I feel like as he gets older, the composure will improve even more, because I think there were better options then. Lewis Hall was free. You know, he should be good enough then to slow it down a bit and pick the right option instead of going to the textbook, you know, pass across goal. It gets dealt with too many times, in my opinion. But that was nice play. The right-hand side has given me a lot of promise and hope so far. It's been a decent performance again. But it's one of these games where, like, when your season's going poorly, you know, like if this was a different context where we're higher up the league table, we look at this start of the game completely differently. But there's a lot of pressure on us right now. So, yeah, a win is needed. I'm sorry. Like, we can't be going, 9 games without a win. That can't happen. But anyway, play from Lewis Hall. Carry that ball forward. Him and Chukwuemeka linking up on the left-hand side. Come on, Khans. That's it, Badiashile. A bit more strength then. But I'm liking the reaction since Crystal Palace were, of course, just like pressuring us on the right-hand side. I think we've reacted quite well. Still struggling to create something super clear-cut at the moment. Palace defending very deep. But if we can get that goal before the first half whistle blows, it'll be a different game second half. And let's hope we can end this game, without any more injuries. That's what I'm praying for right now. Why don't we ever play David Fofana? Mount's crosses are awful. Not consistently awful, but there's times where you should be improving them and getting the technique a bit better at times. Wendy, do you think Mount can operate as a 6 next to a DM? I think he could do that, but it wouldn't be amazing. I think his instincts are to push forward a bit too much at times, and you have to be really disciplined to play as a 6. Like, really disciplined. Like, people would criticize Loftus-Cheek, but it's just like, we know Ruben's the guy that will carry the ball forward, but if he's playing as a 6 in a 2 and he's holding and sitting, he's not allowed to do that for the team. So that are the little details. I don't think Mount would be as effective because of that, to be fair. Anyway, a bit of a easy corner given away to Crystal Palace. I think Badiashile, I think it's one of those games. It's a very educational type of game on his debut, yeah? There's been some good things, been some not so great things. His first game in the Premier League, new environment, new teammates, new league, new intensity, new everything. So I think Silva's going to have to really put his arm around him in this game today. But right there, Silva wins the header, clears it, finds Ziyech on the right, and Ziyech just falls down easy to win that free kick. Smart thing to do. Mount has more expectations than, I suppose, veterans and J5 and cover. Yeah. Need Dacha Fofana to get serious minutes today. Yeah, let's see if he can come on and add something. MB7, people justify Mudryk being a bad signing because of no mid-signing is stupid. We aren't competing this season anyway, so it's a long-term signing. And you're right. You're right. That is the business we're doing. It's quite obvious that we're looking to rebuild the team position by position. I think we've rebuilt our defense right now. You know, Cole returns back. Realistically, I don't see us signing any other centre-backs right now. The attack is basically nearly finished. And then after that, it's the midfield and selling a lot of players. I've liked Hakeem so far on the right-hand side. He's looked quite creative so far. Oh, that's what I mean. Oh, my God. That was such a great over-the-top ball from Hakim Ziyech then. Brave from Kai Havertz to put himself there. But just a bit, like look at the positioning from Kai in this game today. Like, constantly in between Guy and Anderson. Like, stuff like that is why I can't write Kai off. Because, like, if you're a coach and you had, like, the manual book beside you, these are all the little details you're looking at and ticking off. As in, like, yes. If only Kai had a slightly more composure then. Because his aerial play is some of his best stuff to be fair. Like, I don't want to be like it was a guaranteed goal, because it was hard. But again, when everything's going against you this season, you know, these are the moments you look towards more and you're a lot more hopeful towards. That was nice play, and the reassuring thing is the right-hand side looks like our most creative side so far. I'm liking what Gallagher and Ziyech are doing. Ziyech is looking really good so far with these reverse passes, finding runners in behind and stuff. I mean, I hope it continues. Come on, Carnes. Carry that ball forwards. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh. Like, oh, bro. Like, why not just pay the pass to Conor Gallagher? Why would you take a shot from that angle then? Like, what was going to happen? Okay, different angle this time. That's what I mean. Like, realistically, like, what can... Okay, I think he was trying to win the corner. I'm talking too much, you guys. He was simply winning the corner, which was a smart thing to do. Please, Hakeem, good ball in this time. Oh! My lord. Thiago Silva is so good at attacking aerials, man. Play Lewis Hall. He saw what Elise was trying to do then. Oh, good pass to Mount. Just the pace of that ball then. It made it bounce for Kai, man. A bit too hard. That's it, boys. Played. Come on. Keep that intensity up. Keep that momentum up. I feel like the goal is coming soon, but I felt like this throughout the entirety of the season, to be fair. But we're playing some good stuff so far. We're moving it nicely. That right-hand side is looking so threatening. Hakeem is showing that, listen, if he had a bit more runtime in the team, I'd imagine that he's got at least a few assists for us right now. Oh, unlucky. But so far, Ziyech is looking to find Kai Havertz. If you're Ziyech, you're feeling quite unfortunate that Kai didn't bury that early opportunity to make it 1-0. But it's been promising, and I've liked how Ziyech's looks so far. Kai in the 10 would be so elite. Imagine him playing behind Nkunku. I think that could be quite mad, to be fair. Wendy, has Hakeem been the most unfairly treated player at the club? For sure. I feel like he's just been one of the most unluckiest ones, because even the times when he was coming back into the team, getting used to Tuchel's ways of using him, he would get injured straight away. And then he was out for like another 6 weeks or 2 months. So, I mean, I'll never stick it on him, and I'll never be hypercritical, because a lot has gone against Hakim Ziyech. And most of the times when he's playing, he's not looking awful. But unfortunately, things just haven't worked out. When he does play, he's being used in different ways. Or he's injured, or he's not fully fit, or whatever. But I think he's the type of guy. The World Cup showed you the quality Hakim Ziyech really has and what he can bring to a team. You know, he was a real big decisive figure for that Morocco team that got to the semis. Got to get a lot of respect for that, in my opinion, to be fair. And he's showing right now, the past few games he's played, he's brought something, he's added something on that right-hand side. And I think today he's looking like our best source of creating a goal right now against Crystal Palace. Tyler Martin, bro, what's wrong with these guys, man, for sure. Alex, times like this makes me miss Giroud. Like, I get, like, Giroud is just one of those guys that you just keep in your squads, because not only is he amazing for the group and the camp, but he will get you 10 plus goals every single season. Like, how every season Giroud was here, he would get at least one hat-trick in a season. Who is doing that for us? Can you imagine if Giroud was playing it for us right now with this Hakim Ziyech delivery? Come on, that's a guaranteed goal right now. So, yeah, I'll never understand why Tuchel was so quick to move him on, especially when there was no real plan for the attack. And the criticisms I had for Tuchel, I'll never take them away. I understand why he played a certain way, but it was too OTT, and he didn't do enough to really evolve things, in my opinion. But moving on, MB7. We should have built a project around a 4-2-3-1 with Kai as a number 10. I mean, when Lampard, again, people forget, when Lampard came in, he signed these guys for a specific style of football, which was working until all these guys got injured. And then other senior players who weren't playing, who were very upset by the fact they weren't playing, stopped playing for Frank Lampard. And then our form went down and we got sacked. Like, everyone kept focusing on stupid things like Lampard's English or bias or all this nonsense, when the reality was he was kind of undermined. And the boards didn't fully support and back him like they should have. And I felt like as football, there was potential there. We saw those games in the Champions League. We saw the intensity, the fitness he brought in the team. Like, we won the Champions League under Thomas Tuchel. Why? Because of the great work done in pre-season to boost the fitness level, stamina, and strength of the team. And that was why we won the Champions League. We were the most intense, fittest team in Europe that season. And that's why we deserved to win it. And that's why we played some beautiful football and dominated every opponent we played to win that Champions League title. So, listen, I'm not going to sit here and... Lampard wasn't perfect, of course. But the way he's been undermined when he brought a lot of positivity, I think it's absolutely crazy, to be fair. And I don't know, I feel like out of all the legends in the game, Lampard is like one of the most disrespected legends, not only as a manager, but even more as a football player. Like, some of the new gen fans, all these like young like 16-year-olds and stuff like that, I don't know, they must think Lampard's Jimmy Bullard or something. If they even know who Jimmy Bullard is, for God's sake. I mean, I feel like people just think he's some like goal poaching midfield player with no tech who just kind of flutes his way in. But anyway, Lewis Hall is looking really confident now, taking that game to Crystal Palace on the left-hand side, driving forward. And that's what I like about Hall. He won't do everything perfectly. You can't expect that. But the confidence to play positively, I have to rate that. Oh, that was a nice reverse pass back from Conor Gallagher then. Come on, Z. Come on, Z. Oh, that's it, boys. Maintain it. That's it, you guys. Maintain that pressure. Now, look how high the defensive line is right now. We're literally right above the halfway circle right now. Oh, nice run from Hall. Come on, Lewis. Come on, Lewis. Oh! See, just overdid it a little bit then. I like the thinking, though. That's what I'm saying about Lewis Hall. I like the ideas, and I like the thinking. So far, Badiashile is getting bodied by Zaha. Like, maybe I've been too used to seeing Reece James pocketing Zaha in every game we play against. But I think right now, Badiashile is kind of struggling a bit physically against Zaha, which is a surprise because most times it's the opposite way, right? But he's still young, 21 years old. Like, he'll develop, he'll get stronger, he'll get bigger. He is a very good young centre-back. He's played over 100 games now in his career, made his debut as a 17-year-old. He's a big prospect, and I think this is a very smart signing for the long term, for sure. But, like I said, today is an education for him. Oh, Ziyech again. Conor Gallagher with these runs in behind. Oh, well played. Come on! Oh, my God! But bro, I was literally just talking about Lewis Hall then. Every time he finds himself in this goal scoring position on the left, like, it's so weird because he has this in his game, but obviously, like, playing at the highest level against like full-grown seniors, it's a different type of composure you need to have, and I think that will come. But I'm just loving that he keeps finding himself there. That was a great pass from Conor Gallagher then. A shame Havertz couldn't make contact, but I think Gallagher was playing that pass for Hall anyway. That's unlucky, but this is what I'm saying. Of course, we're using kids. We want to see that. But you have to accept the risk that comes with kids. Like, I will support kids, you guys know that. But things like this is what you can expect sometimes. Maybe if that was a Ben Chilwell, that definitely goes in the back of the net for sure. But this is what I mean with Lewis Hall. From next season or over the next 2-3 years, he will be a much better player because of the game time he is getting right now. Oh, Mount with a tackle. That was a bit of a naughty tackle from Klein then. Come on. Come on. Straight yellow cards. Oh, nasty tackles. Straight yellow cards. But now that Lewis Hall is really getting forward a lot more, we're really forcing Crystal Palace back. I feel like when we're controlling the game in our opponent's half, that's when we feel a lot more comfortable, to be fair. But anyway, he finds Kai. Decent hold up. Come on, Khans. Come on, Khans. Let's see some techers, man. Another corner. Okay, I have another super chat. Joe Abdi, thank you again, bro. Really appreciate that. You know, Chilwell's goal threat is underrated. It is. It is. I mean, some of the goals in the Champions League, that left foot, the striking technique he has. I think Chilwell's a very good left back, to be fair. And if he was fully fit, we'd see a massive difference. I think maybe he's not as like exciting to watch, maybe. But in terms of the fundamentals he brings, he is reliable. Him and Rudiger were one of the best left-hand sides I've seen since like John Terry and Ashley Cole. I'm not saying the same level, but in terms of just that reliability, where we played games against that Liverpool team in form with like Salah, Mane and co, and they would handle Salah, and Salah was not in the game and you'd forget he was playing. Like, do you know how hard they made it look easy? And like when guys make things look easy like that, you know that's real levels you're watching, and that's real quality you're watching. Because right now, we couldn't do it right now, realistically. Anyway, another set piece coming up. Hakim is taking another one. Come on, Hakim. I feel like today, if Hakim doesn't get an assist today, I'm blaming teammates, yeah? Oh, good defending by Palace for that one. That was a nice near post cross then. That's it. Conor Gallagher there for the second ball play. Oh, just lost that intensity. Like, I feel like if only Conor, like if Conor had the real strength to match like his energy and his passion and stuff like that, then this guy would be just like a monster in midfield. I'm hoping he can level up the strength a bit more. He does get bounced off the ball a little bit, but you know, still, you know, at least Palace's free kicks in their own half and they're playing backwards now. But anyway, so far, you know, it's not just been like passing for the sake of it. There's been lots of purpose behind how we're playing. We're looking to create the overloads in the flanks, especially the right-hand side. You know, Palace are defending deep and they're a decent team. Of course, not as many clear-cut opportunities, but we've created some dangerous ones at least. And hopefully, before the half-time whistle blows, we can at least maybe get something. Okay. Our entire team is injured. The delay is unbearable. I am the DD. Come on, Chels. Nowhere. Look on Total Sport. Okay, don't know what you guys are saying right now. Cleared by Silva. Come on, you guys. Concentrate. Alright. Literally 2 minutes left with extra time. Right now, like, I don't know what the time is for you guys right now. I can't do much with the stream I'm watching, to be fair. But this is it, you guys. Concentrate for this set piece. Don't concede a goal for the first half whistle. Don't concede a goal now. Stay tight to your men. Communicate. Stay tight and communicate, please. Kepa, come out strong when you need to, man. Please. Like, I would hate that we've had like a million corners, we haven't scored one, and Palace with like their second one get a goal. That would, nah. I couldn't have that right now. I'm going to stop talking as much now. I feel like I'm starting to jinx things a little bit now. Flipping hell. Kepa again. Kepa with these saves today. Palace are showing that threat. They feel like they could have a goal in this game, actually. But anyway, Hakim, great pass to find Kai to release him. Who's there to support him quickly? No one, because we don't have Mudryk playing up front right now. Kai drifts to the right-hand sides. Nice pass to find Connor. Great play, Kai. Oh, just behind. Come on. Come on, boys. Nah, this game feels tense naturally. Of course it's gonna feel tense, but it has been an enjoyable game. That was a great save from Kepa. Look how strong the palms were, man. He was alert. He was so alert for that then. Come on, Hakim. This is your moment, my guy. Hey, so far, I'm okay with the first half performance. I'm okay with this first half performance. It's, you know, brought a lot of danger. We've had some great moments, been some good performances from players as well too. I'm looking at guys like Kepa, Silva, Hakim Ziyech, Conor Gallagher. You know, some good moments from guys like Havertz and Hall, etc., etc. I wouldn't say anyone's been a weakness or a weak member at all. And let's just hope that with this way, the positivity we're playing with, you know, we do get the goal in the end. So right now, you guys, while it's the half-time whistle, I think it's probably the perfect time now to answer some questions. If you guys want any questions really prioritized, I recommend you send a super chat. Help support the channel as well too. But yeah, I think the first half went quite decent, to be fair, and I'm hoping that we can build upon things. I guess my only fear is that in terms of like options off the bench, I don't know how many like elite ones there are to really change dynamics, but that's why we got João Felix and Mudryk. So I feel like hopefully these issues we're having won't be too much of issues as the season goes on. But anyway, Mark Ellis, Ninians, any news on a right back? Nothing right now. There have been reports about Pedro Porro from Sporting Lisbon, but nothing's intensified since. So let's see what happens with that one. One I'm hearing about though is Moises Caicedo. I'm hearing certain things about a strategy behind making a move for him. I'm hearing certain things about why we're not making a move right now and why we're purposefully waiting a little bit before coming in with a bid. So I don't want to say that Moises Caicedo is guaranteed to be signed in this window. But what I will say is do not be surprised when maybe by next week we've moved on to Caicedo now. Like every week now we're wrapping up a deal. It was Badiashile the first week, then João Felix, now Mudryk's been signed. I think maybe next week Moises Caicedo will be the next one. So let's see what happens with that one, to be fair. Let's move on. Exactly. Cabo 14 be like physicality in midfield. So if you're adding Moises Caicedo to this midfield right now, you're really addressing a big physicality issue in the team. So that could be a pretty smart move. Of course, Brian will ask for a shit ton of money. But to be fair, they probably have like another 10 guys that could replace Caicedo. And, you know, more money in the bank is never much of a problem, to be fair. Anyway, Nini, is Santos with the squads? Can't find any news. I'm not too sure right now, but I'm going to make sure I can find some context behind what the plan is for him. Kalo, hey Nini, since we're unlikely to sign Enzo this window, do you think we can sign him in the summer? Well, the talks are so far, the talks aren't dead. So until reports come out to say that it's over, no more talks now, I'll understand it. But they're still open. But at the same time, right now, I don't have much info on what's really happening at the moment. Gamer, 42 go. Mudryk is a waste. I'm not too sure. And the reason why I would tell you to reconsider if he's a waste man is because think about it like this. If we're not expected to do anything this season, and it really is about a rebuild, you're seeing a rebuild with the team, the coach, the staff, the medical team, all these factors, it's like you're preparing for the future, right? And this is the sacrificial year we're taking to set ourselves up. The defense is basically nearly complete. So is the attack right now. It's not too long to go now. Pedro, Nini, my guy. Love here from Trinidad. Respect, bro. Thank you so much, man. Alex Caicedo liked the Mudryk post. Exactly. Moises Caicedo liked that Mudryk post too. I'm telling you guys from what I actually know right now, there are talks happening behind the scenes. And I know that Graham Potter is a massive fan of Moises Caicedo. You have to understand that Caicedo was Graham Potter's project at Brighton. When they signed him, because I remember talking about Moises Caicedo when he was still in Ecuador, when he was like a teen playing for the Ecuadorian national team and how we were linked with him and lots of big clubs were. In the end, he decided to go to Brighton for the sake of his development and his career. And Graham Potter is a massive, massive fan. And if there was one player he would take from Brighton, it would be Moises Caicedo all day. So as I'm going to say, you guys, don't be surprised if next week news around Caicedo intensifies even more, because something is happening behind the scenes right now. And I have info, but I want to keep this info for a news video instead. I don't want to spill the beans right now because it'll be very boring for you guys when you start watching it. But Moises Caicedo, he is the next one. Moving on to Wendy. Yes, Wendy probably won't sign Pedro Porro because he's the guy that that João Felix's girl had cheating on him with, for sure. That's a bit of a sticky situation, to be fair. João Felix took her back 3 times, and I'm not here to comment on personal lives that I don't care about. This, I only care about what these guys are doing on the field. I don't care what they're doing in their personal life, yeah? All I know is football players, young guys with a lot of money, you wouldn't even be able to understand or comprehend what these guys are really doing behind the scenes. And I think it's best that we don't know either, to be fair. Anyway, Dintuk, how much does Livramento buyback clause? I think it's around 40 mil. But my thing is, if Southampton were to get relegated, then Livramento becomes an extremely affordable option. He makes a lot of sense to bring back for homegrown status reasons as well too. And he's someone to build off from over the future. And I think he'd be a lot more affordable compared to Poros and other guys like Dumfries. So I would, again, accept the L this season, prepare for next season, sign the smart guys like Felix, sign Livramento, hopefully sign Enzo Fernandez. And I think after the summer, the spending will basically be done. And then we're going to be more self-sustainable from then on. Heba, yes, Heba, how you doing, bro? Nini, do you think we can move players easily now that the squad in attack is bloated? I think it will be very easy, and I think the consequence of signing your attack when all your existing attack is still here is that there's no way in hell clubs will be paying your asking price value that you want. You know, Ziyech is here because we priced him out of a move because it was too expensive. We're not going to make that same mistake. I don't know, what do I mean, make the same mistake again? There's no way that we're going to get the full amount from him again in the summer window. But I see it like this. The club obviously understand that. But if you consider the amount of sales that will probably happen in the summer window, they're going to sign at least 2 players by itself just from sales. And if you know that your spending will cut after the next summer window, you know, we sign a lot of young guys too for the future. Yeah, let's not forget that guys like Fofana, it's not about what they're doing right now in the team. It's about what they're going to do in the next 2 years or 3 years. You know, we've got a long-term plan in terms of signings and moves, and we're buying for what we need right now. And we're focusing solely on signing guys under 24 and giving them big contracts, because when you are amortizing their transfer costs and value and fees, that's how you're able to afford them. So I think it's a great strategy. In the long term, it should work out for sure. I've got a lot of confidence personally behind that. And yeah, accept the L this season, let's use it to fully rebuild, and I think that's what we're doing right now. Anyway, Tony Tone, appreciate the super chat. I know someone who was close to Liverpool. He told me that they dropped out of the Casado deal. As I'm saying, you guys, I think Casado could be that surprise buy before the window ends, to be honest with you. Moving on to Datex. Does Jalaba have chances to go after the season? He's been well below the levels he's expected to develop. I think I mean, we could apply your reasoning to nearly every player in the team right now, to be fair, man. We have to think about the squads, and I think Jalaba is a guy you keep for the squad for sure. Badiashile is safe, but that's expected for his first game. Yeah, it's an introduction to the Premier League. Yeah, for sure. Diggy, the heroine. I see an improved Chelsea team. Stop complaining, guys. For sure, I saw improvements against Fulham. I thought we looked quite threatening in the transition. I liked the link up between Felix and Kai. The injury from Zakaria and the red cards killed that game. That's the reason why we didn't win it in the end, but I felt like we could have. So there have been small improvements, and you know what I mean. It's I've accepted the reality of this season. Moving on to Rand's music. Nini, do we need a goalkeeper? I'm not too sure, to be fair. I think you only sign one if like Mendy wants to like bounce and leave, realistically. But yeah, I'm hoping that our guys can just come back, to be honest with you. Anyway, Kepa, sorry, I'm going to take some quick little notes for the game, for the match for you later. Kepa saves, release, set pieces, corners, key saves. Okay, MB7, I had a CL vision for the second half of the season. Ziyech switched ball to 5 Mudryk on the counter-attack. So basically, I can see what you're thinking. Obviously, you guys know that clip of Hakim Ziyech playing that beautiful switch ball to Tagliafico that was doing numbers on Twitter a few seasons ago. I feel like that type of pace for Mudryk, especially if like how we played versus Fulham, maybe dropping the lines a little bit more to release attacking players in space to take the game to opponents and beat them in the transition, I could see something with that type of attacking plan. Like, come on, we're football fans, man. Sometimes this possession game where you're creating chances, it's not as sexy sometimes. You know, you're not making, like, the goals you're creating or scoring, they're a bit similar at times. Everything's very, like, rudimental. I'm okay with us being a bit more counter-attacking if we have to be. To be fair with you, I think it's more exciting. I think Real Madrid showed last season in the Champions League just how effective it is, to be honest with you. So, yeah, let's hope that's the plan. Moving on to Charlie Mahoney. Yes, man. Would Casado be an Enzo alternative or a Rice alternative? To be fair, I'm assuming for the context of this window, he would be an alternative to Enzo. But right now, Mudryk is on the field announcing himself to the Stamford Bridge fans. This guy's career, like, it's just a massive up. Like, I don't think he's even played like more than 100 games in his career. Some people might think he doesn't have the experience, but you know how I see it too, yeah? Like, maybe he's like 21, but deep down, he's got the football experience of like a 19-year-old, where you're going to get more years from him. That explosive speed is going to remain for a lot longer. And he's already that good and that elite at a very young age that, yeah, this, like, the amount of quality you're going to have from him long term is going to be mad. I think, yeah, it's a crazy move. I'm loving the bonus we're showing right now. And I think it is a good buy, to be fair. So I'm really excited to see what he brings to the team. And yeah, this guy's career so far has just been a massive up. But if you think about who are like the elite potential talent left wingers in the game, you know, like Vinicius, Leao, Mudryk, Badiashile, who else on the left hand side is really like available in the market and is really that good that they command like 80 million bids, 100 million bids? There's not many. Tony Tong, Mudryk's dribbling style reminds me of a Bale. I would say it reminds me more of a Vinicius Junior. To be fair, I feel like they rely a lot. Like, these guys are like masters of their speeds and their pace. You know, they can slow it down, they can accelerate. You know, Mudryk is comfortable driving forwards, cutting inside, taking man outside as well too. He can score with either foot, cross with either foot as well too, link up, and he's comfortable playing in the half spaces as well. He can play wide and he can play in the middle. That is something Pulisic could not do. That's why he really struggled. And like, for example, the signs were there when he was at Dortmund, you know, when he was in and out of the team and he was like a team making his name. The reason why Sancho kicked him out was because Pulisic is not the type of guy between the lines like that, and he's a bit one-dimensional. So Mudryk already is like a step ahead of Pulisic, and most importantly, he's a massive step ahead in terms of physicality and pace. I feel like when people see him, they're going to be very excited, and Arsenal fans are going to be pissed, and I can't wait to see their reactions. I'm already seeing the crazy reactions, like some of the stuff on Twitter about how conspiracy theories, Roman Abramovich being involved and all this type of nonsense. So you can tell Arsenal fans are really hurting right now. But anyway, Craig, Brian, yes, Craig. Nini, I just want to say thank you for the video, for calm. Sorry, Nini, I just want to say thank for the video, for keeping it calm. It is what I needed to hear at the time when hearing all the bad press of all the outlets for clicks. I appreciate that, Craig, and I think what you touched upon is correct. I feel a lot of times when things are going badly, we have to understand the media's job. They don't support any teams or any clubs or anyone. Their job is to go for the stories that will generate reaction, clicks, and interactions. That's always been the game of the media. It will never be any different. I feel like they manufacture lots of fake conversations. I feel like the fact that most of the fan base still is talking about guys like Graham Potter being sacked, it frustrates me a little bit, because like, for me, obviously, this is my job, right? To cover Chelsea Football Club. So because I guess I need to put more like attention into following what's happening at the club, you know, like the stories I was covering in the summer, like they stick with me longer than maybe the average guy who's out there living his normal life naturally. So like when I'm reading about the takeover and reasons why Potter was signed and remembering all these points, it's like, listen, if you guys read the stories yourselves, you'd realize that there's a plan in place right now, and it's very redundant to even waste your time talking about Graham Potter being sacked, because it just won't happen. Like, you understand how the only way he would get sacked is if he literally punched up Todd Bowley, or if the entire squad, like if things were just so toxic and bad, that would be, but that's not the case at all right now. So it feels very redundant. And yeah, that's the media's job, is to, and that's the world today, right? You know, reaction, profit off reaction, clicks, and all that nonsense. So that's what you get, really. Anyway, Yerps Jr., Mudryk on the left and Kunku on the right, Havertz 10 and Felix 9. Good lord. Bro, I'm actually thinking with a strike force like that, the positions they play in, that's just the placeholder. Like, when they're actually playing in game, they're going to be rotating and moving around together with so much ease and fluidity. That is the real game plan. And I imagine a tough game when a team's sitting back deep, Maybe João Felix plays on the left-hand side for 15 minutes. It's like, okay, cool. Let me go and play on the right-hand side now to target the opposition fullback. And Nkunku, you drift to the left now, and you cause different issues. That is how I'm seeing the attack working now for the future. I think that's why we've signed guys specifically who can play in multiple positions together. So I think a new look attack of Sterling who can do that, Havertz. Hopefully Mount is not in the attack anymore and he's a midfield player from now on with Mudryk, João and Nkunku. I think that is potentially a title, challenging attack, right? I think so. There's a lot of game-winning players in that team, in that front three. Honestly, next season, I am so excited for next season. And when Nkunku comes, good lords. Anyway, come on, Connor, stick with him. I'm getting so carried away thinking about next season. I'm forgetting that there's actually a game on and the second half has started right now. Okay, Harrison Lang, the attack's got about 10 goals in it last match. Bro. Sorry. Let's be more positive. Turbo, to Badiashile, Eunice and Miz, way too negative. For sure. I'm planning on doing a video with Eunice, obviously, for next week. And we just want to have a debate with Eunice talking about Graham Potter. So I hope you guys definitely stay tuned for that. And obviously Eunice has his thoughts and opinions. I have mine. So I think it'll be like a very interesting video and conversation and debate. So yeah, you guys stay tuned for that. Juju, the midfielders for me is Enzo, Bruno and Bellingham. Yeah, honestly, if I couldn't sign Enzo, it would be good Bruno. But there's no way we'd be able to afford Bruno. I think Enzo's our best bet, to be fair. Manny, we should get Florentino and Casado. Florentino has literally just come back now. I feel like I would not trust him, especially when he was supposed to be like a 100 million talent when he was like 18 at Benfica. Nah, stay there, build yourself up a bit more. I'm not thinking about him right now. Charlie Mahoney, what are your thoughts in the future with Havertz? Do you think we should sell or whatever? I think Havertz can remain, and I think he will start enjoying life at this football club when he's playing with João Felix, Mudryk, and other attacking players that actually suit him. When he was at Leverkusen, he had a lot of wingers like Leon Bailey and co, who, had similar profiles to players we've signed right now that he was playing off with, linking up with, and playing in behind with. So we took that away. The minerals we had here didn't work. I think one of the only times Havertz could have been successful was playing with Lukaku, and that was one of the baffling things for me. These are two most expensive players at the time. We barely saw them play up front together in a two. Like, on paper, theoretically, this is a front two that works. Lukaku and Kai playing together. We didn't even see it, I think, once. Things like that really baffled me. Not going to lie. But I feel like, I don't know. I think next year is when I'm really looking at what Kai does. If he can't play with Nkunku and Co, which would baffle me, to be fair, because he easily can do that, then it'll be time to sell. But I think there's more life to Kai right now. I'm not going to give up right now. Anyway, Palace are trying to press a bit higher this time, closing us down. Vieira's probably thinking, listen, you guys, after that great spell for like a good 5 minutes, we retreated back. We dropped the lines back. We were too scared about their threat. Now, bring the game forwards. This is the perfect time to play against a Chelsea team that have how many team players in the team? They're not in form. And, we have to play a bit braver. So I'm hoping that's a plan. And I'm hoping that the game opens up a bit more now in the second half. Anyway, Carnes is carrying the ball forward. Plays a pass to Lewis Hall. Returns it back to Carnes, but very good tackle from Decore, who's looked really good for Crystal Palace in this game so far. With some really good tackles. Obviously, they signed him from Lawrence as well. Had like a nice rep in Ligue 1. I can see why they did. He wins a lot of duels in midfield and, it's caused us some issues at times. Moving on to questions though. Elise is down with an injury. Nice little Italian foul then from Jorginho. He purposely made sure he stood on his foot then. Just try and just like take him out of the game for a few minutes. I like that. But moving on to Ian. Get a mirror in the centre circle. Several Palace players will congregate there to check their hair out. I think so, to be fair. You could be onto something with that one. Adrian. We've got Cesar Casade. Maybe we won't be pressured into overpaying for midfielders. Are we still linked with Arsene Zakarian? I think so, but I feel like, I think the rumor was that maybe Zakarian is going to like get like a, was it like an Albanian, where's he from again, country-wise? is it Albania or Kosovan? I can't remember, but I think the plan was to get a passport that's Albanian. That could be like a loophole to allow him to obviously leave Russia. Obviously, clubs are still sanctioned because of the war between Ukraine. That's why things struggled. But I think he would be a very interesting talent to look for and to look at. And again, he is someone where I'm not expecting him to necessarily come into the team and be, boom, he's a guy that's playing week in, week out. But I think he'll be involved. I think him, Santos, you look at maybe Casado potentially, that could be an elite midfield in the making. And if they're supplemented by guys like Mount and, I don't know, Connors and whatever, hey, I could see it working. I could see that definitely working. But anyway, set piece now. We've looked quite nervy against Palace. They put in some good balls against us. Kai Havertz again. I feel like Kai should get a bit of credit because I think his defensive balls, like listen, Morata used to do that. Drogba used to do that. You need to have your forwards who is going to put a shift in defending set pieces. And I think Kai's done a really good job at doing things like that. Like, obviously, in terms of the important stuff like the goal scoring, which we should be judging him for, that has been like a disappointment. But all the other little things about his game, I've seen improvements, like small little ones. So I'm hoping that something can come from this guy. And I think potentially, hopefully something can. Anyway, I think Carnes now has been linking up a lot better now with Lewis Hall. I'm not seeing Elise isolating him as much anymore now. So he's putting in a shift now, Chukwuemeka, and really stepping up defensively, which is good to see. But right now, asking some questions. Okay, Alex, he's Armenian. Yeah, Armenian. Of course, Kim Kardashian, Armenian. That was what I remembered him for. Mudrik's too busy on Twitter right now compared to watching the game. Bro, that's just like, yeah. He's just living some movie right now, this kid's. Like, how many people knew about him since this season? And now he's like, he's joined the 100 million club now. Man, anyway, Thiago Silva bombing forwards. Oh, this guy is such a legend, honestly. I absolutely love Thiago Silva. Like, I feel like I'm keeping him in the team for next season. Silva can play he can play till he's 40 years old for me, easily. I mean, we saw at Milan guys like Nesta and Maldini, and many guys played to their late 30s. And I don't think being old is a hindrance. And I've not noticed like a physicality decline in Silva. Maybe at times when he's come back from injury, yeah. But I've not seen that. Played Hakeem. That's it. Come on, Silva. You got time on the ball. Who can you find? That's it. Trev carrying forwards. Great pass to find Mount between the lines. The ball over the top doesn't find Gallagher, but it was a nice idea. And Carnes there wins that ball in midfield. Great play. Badiashile's carrying it forwards and plays it to the right-hand side again. Like, the little, like, link up between Connor and Ziyech has been really effective on that right-hand side. I give these guys a lot of credit for the performance so far today. It's looked good. But anyway, Lewis saw. Mount plays it back to Carnes on the left-hand side. Come on, Lewis. Just a bit of a heavy first touch and unlucky. But like, realistically, let's keep things real. Like, if you knew nothing about us, if you knew nothing about the players we signed, would you think that Lewis Hall was the kids that was introduced into the team and is the inexperienced guy compared to a Cucurella in terms of performance? Like, I really think, like, with some of the mistakes that the owners have admitted to making this summer, if you sold certain guys, I look at Cucurella and I think if you've got Lewis Hall and you've got Ian Matson, who's really tearing things up in the championship right now, playing great football, has great attacking threat, very skillful, very direct, very fast. You know, I just feel like the shelf life for Cucurella now is a bit meh for me right now. I feel like if you sold him, you're not going to get anywhere near 60. But if you sold him for 30 and you know that, okay, Lewis Hall and Matson cost you absolutely nothing, and their value would probably be worth like 20, 25 mil, 30 mil each. That's how you offset the costs. That's how you do things. So, yeah. It's just I've been really impressed by Lewis Hall's positivity so far, and I think he's a kid that you give more game time, and he thanks you for that. But anyway, Badiashile, tough moment for him up against Elise 1v1. Connor, stick with them, Connor. Okay. But Kepa has been very reliable in goals so far. That was an easy save then from AU with that shot from that angle. Very easy save, but looks effective so far. Honestly, like these little giveaways sometimes in midfields, like Connor right then, maybe it wasn't the best pass to play to him. There was no options near him. He asked a lot of Badiashile then, not going to lie. But these little turnovers in midfield we're giving away at times has been killing us this season. So I'm hoping that we don't undermine this performance by more silly mistakes. Anyway, Silva finds Jorginho between the lines, who releases Chukwuemeka on the left-hand side. He's driving forward. Come on, Khans. Finds Mount. Lewis Hall overlapping. Plays it back to Kai, in the box to find Mount, who just like creates space for a shot, but then Palace just deal with that then and head that cross away. Oh. We should keep Silva beyond his playing career. Oh, for sure. Just having him there, I agree with that. Turbo, you can have an opinion you want, but spreading negativity is toxic. Yeah, for sure. I think sometimes it needs to be like, in my opinion, I'm not saying that it's not good to not be negative, but you just need to have like actual facts to back your claims up. Yeah, a lot of times people have hunches and feels about things and a lot of projections at times, and I think you can miss the whole point about why there's, what the main issues actually are. So I definitely agree with that. I think right now negativity is a bit of a waste of time, to be fair with you. Anyway, Kai Havertz released. Listen, Kai's been involved in this game offensively. I keep feeling like things are slowly just like we're getting closer and closer and closer now. Come on. Yes, Lewis. Blades. Mount's closing him down. Good pressing from Mount then. Played, Mount. Played. Like, I like things like that. Stuff you're doing for the team. Because most players won't bother to press and close down then. And then that's just easy possession for Crystal Palace. And then we're in our own half defending against them now. He's brought the ball all the way back to the goalkeeper. They're playing out from the back again. And now we can press them high. They're the little details that's what I like about Mason. And I feel like certain technical aspects in this game will naturally get better as he gets older. It's what happens in the game, you guys, for sure. But what he brings so far, it does help your team win games. Who wants it then? Who's coming for that? Plays it back to Jorginho. Back to Badiashile. Okay. Play Lewis Hall. Little reverse ball to find Shook. Who's coming close for the ball then? Come on. It's getting a little bit slow now. That's it. Good play. Up the tempo. That's it. Lewis Hall's found a lot high on the left-hand side. Progressing that ball forward more. Ooh, it's getting tense now, boys and girls. Okay, answer some questions quickly. David, is there a right back in particular you'd like to see us sign? I'd probably go for Livramento next season, to be fair with you. I'm hoping Southampton get relegated and then it's just an easy bargain then. Yerps, completely forgot Mount was on the pitch. What's your favourite kind of shirt? Plaids. Thanks. What can I say? I'm a fan of plaids every now and then. Alexander White for Fana, on for Kai immediately. I thought this is what I mean. Like I know we want to see something new, so we're gonna have like unrealistic expectations on Fofana that he's gonna come in and make something happen because he's like a new guy that we don't know about, and a new equals like hopefulness, I guess. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like Kai Havertz has been like so poor and terrible and weak. I think he's looked threatening. He's linked well. You know, he's had some moments and chances. I'm not gonna be too harsh like that because he hasn't got like 10 goals now. We have like a good, like, what, 35 minutes maybe to win this game. It's our best chance to get a win today so far. This performance is looking promising. We need to just capitalize on a moment. That's what we need. I'd love if we can get a penalty somehow. That's the type of luck we kind of need. But anyway, Ziyech finds Gallagher again, making that running behind. Is that the penalty? Is that the penalty? Oh. That's what I'm putting out there in the universe right now, you guys. Things like that going in our favor. That's what you need when you got runs like this. Like, I saw Ivan Toney. Like, the gamesmanship was on a different level right then. The intelligence then to hold on to... who was the defender he was holding on to? I can't even remember now. But to lock his arm around him and then spin the defender to make it look like the defender fouled him. Nah, it's unreal. But anyways, a substitution is being made right now, and Aubameyang is about to come on. So that is a very interesting move right there. A very interesting move. I wonder what that's going to imply. I'm guessing maybe Chukwuemeka might come off, Mount moves into midfields, and then maybe Aubameyang's playing on the left-hand side. I think that could be an option. Unless maybe Kai Havertz comes off for fitness reasons to maintain him because the team's a bit short right now. You know, I'm not too sure, to be fair. But anyway, concentrate, you guys. Played, Connor. Yeah, you guys in the chat, like who are like your top 3 players of the game so far? Like, I'm curious to see like how you guys are seeing this game and who's standing out, like who's impressing you. Come on, Oba. Like, even then, like, people have been harsh against Aubameyang. Like, he hasn't been dropped from the team because he's like a menace or not good enough or whatever. Personally, I just don't think he suits this way of playing for us whatsoever. And he's been really unlucky. You know, he left Barca because they had to sell him for FFP reasons. You know, Tuchel signs him, then Tuchel's out the door the following day. And we can't forget that he was literally attacked and robbed and beaten up in his yards when his family were there when he was in Spain. So, you know, I don't have anything negative to say about Aubameyang. I know how the guy plays. He plays on the last line. He makes runs in behind. And he relies on service. So I'm not going to be sticking it on him. I'm sorry. If you can't give him those things, what's he going to do? When Trev was there, then I was getting flashbacks to the goal he scored last season then. Oh, come on. Unlucky Hakim. But I guess, is that Aubameyang up front with maybe Kai Havertz moving deeper to like a number 10 role? That would be interesting to see something like that. Because it does feel like Aubameyang has moved up front now as a main striker. And it feels like Havertz now has dropped a bit deeper. So let's see what happens with that. I've always liked Havertz like attacking balls from deep. You know, making them runs inside the box. That's what he's really good at. Oh, great first touch, Kai. Great first touch, Kai. Come on, Lewis. Plays the ball in behind to find Mount. Okay. Like, if there was ever a game this season where we have a strong possibility of winning it, it is this game we're watching with our own 2 eyes right now. Please, please. I know morale isn't that low that you guys can't win this game today. That's it. Come on, Z. Oh, Z. Yes! Yes! Havertz! Come on! That's what I'm talking about, you guys. That's what I'm talking about. Finally, Ziyech gets rewarded. Been playing beautiful balls this entire game. Havertz has been dangerous this entire game. Brilliant cross. Brilliant header. 1-0 up, you guys. Let's go. Let's go. Woo! Well played, you guys. Well played. That set piece routine there. Ziyech, first time, brilliant ball. And let's get Kai Havertz. That's, I'm happy, you guys. I'm a happy man. I feel like Havertz has such like a beautiful header technique. This is what I mean. He has something in this game, yeah. We need to bring it out more. Maybe if Havertz had Ziyech playing week in, week out alongside him, he probably has a few more goals for the delivery inside the books, right? But regardless, you guys, this is a good performance so far. The players are clearly still together, putting in effort to win. Yeah, I can't complain about this performance today at all, yeah. That's it. Oh. But what we have to do right now, we need to get the second goal and kill this game. We need to kill this game. The momentum we have, take advantage of the momentum and make sure you get the second goal to kill this game completely. But we've done well. Like, so far, Palace's attacking threat has been growing smaller and smaller and smaller as this game's been going on. We have options on the bench we can turn to help us maintain the leads. Mateo would be useful in midfield. Come on, stick together, stick together. Come back. Play, Jorginho. Played. Hold your position. Follow the runs. Close the spaces down, you guys. Come on. That's it. We force them back now. Good defending. Good defending. This is where it gets serious now, yeah? These are the crucial times. Oh, that 1-2 was too easy. Took out two man. Played corner for following that run then. Played. That's it. Maintain it, you guys. Keep that shape. That's it. Good pressing. All the way back to goal. All the way back to goal. Played. Come on, Kai. That's that was a good foul to make. Very good foul. You killed the pace of the game. Momentum's gone, and the ball is back in Palace's half. Very good foul from Kai Havertz. Nini, who's the most overrated player at our club? You guys know who I'm gonna say. Unfortunately, Mr. Mateo. I feel like the only reason why I'd even say overrated is because I feel like people think he's much better compared to how I actually see him, to be honest. Not saying my opinion's the only one, but I don't know. In terms of what I want from my midfield player and the execution of certain things, it's not matching up consistently, So I'd probably say he would be the one. But let's not talk about stuff like that right now. Let's focus on the game, yeah? This is like our real opportunity to get a win in God knows how long, in like over 10 games. Let's make sure that we can be present for this and hopefully we get the win, yeah? Anyway, again, I've seen a lot of good performances today. Gallagher, Kepa, Ziyech, Havertz. There's been a few. The team are playing together. And as we've said, yeah, this is an opportunity for the squad guys right now to do something and contribute. And I think they've definitely, a lot of these guys have shown that today. Like Ziyech, I think definitely his best game this season, without doubt. This is like World Cup Ziyech right there. Oh, great play from Silva to find Connor, who's got the skill then to keep the ball. But then it goes off for a throw. So we're playing some nice stuff. We're moving it well. Players looking confident. I think, like I said, Gallagher in particular. This has been a massive educational year for Connor because he's played in different positions. Under Tuchel, he started playing in a pivot and he was really struggling. I think we first saw signs against Arsenal in pre-season and we lost 4-0, got battered, got overrun in midfield, and we looked like it wasn't working. It wasn't making sense. And since then, he's played some games as a part of like the front three. He's played games as a wing back as well too. It's been a year, and and he's obviously was part of the World Cup squad, even though he never played. So it's been a year of education about what it's like to play at the highest level now. And I feel like recently, now that there's some familiarity behind his positions and how he's being played, we're seeing what Connor can bring to the team. And I would say that this is his best performance of the season so far in terms of the threat, in terms of the pressing, how he's moving the ball, how he's linking up on the right-hand side with Ziyech, the running in behind, I feel, and the composure he's showing at times too. So, You know, I don't like writing off young guys that quick. If I write you off, then I think you're really, really bad. Like, for example, Koulibaly, I think, I don't know. Some of the things I'm seeing from him are a bit unacceptable in my opinion. But someone like O'Connor, where there's like factors going against him, listen, there's something here that can be built, and he's useful to have in the squad, in my opinion. Many on the right hand side, Ziyech's step overs cutting in. Good defending from Mitchell then to stop him, but that's it. Z taking his man on. Cuts back inside again. Come on, Hakim is looking completely different, playing in his natural position. Oh, he nearly found Connor with a perfectly weighted first time pass then. That is the invention. Like, is there any surprise that most of the creativity today has been coming from Hakim on the right hand side? Oh, great pass, George. Come on, over. Come on, over. Oh! That was I'm thinking we're looking like I'm liking how we're playing. Like this is like the smallest, like briefest example of what Graham Potter is trying to do. Like we're defending in a back five. When we're playing, it's like a back four, and like depending on where the ball is, one of the wing or one of the fullbacks, either Trev or Hall, is allowed to step up and contribute in attack. There's a lot of like nice balance I'm seeing so far. Not saying that this balance will be maintained throughout the season, but more of this is what I want to see. Like an understanding between like the positions of like the attacking players in midfield, the defense, you know, when to step up, when to step back, when to press, the runs players are making, how they're moving the ball. Like these things do take time if you're playing the way Potter wants, you know? So I'm seeing some small positive signs and glimpses that, okay, with better players, guys coming back into the team as well too, that we should look stronger. And I don't want to talk about climbing up the table, but all I'm going to say is this, yeah? Look at the relegation zones. Everyone is level on points. And look how far off like 10th position is from the relegation positions. This is one of the tightest seasons so far where teams are taking points off each other like nothing, doing it for fun. The level is a lot tighter and closer this season. So if any team can string together 3, 4, 5 wins on the bounce, that can absolutely transform how your season's going to shape up to be. But anyway, that's it right there. Kai, unlucky. It gets called for, I think, offside or foul. But listen, we've got João Felix. He's coming back. Mudrik's been signed. We're probably going to sign one more player or two potentially before the window ends. If things work in our favour, who knows what could happen in this particular Premier League season. I'm not going to get excited or carried away, but I'm praying we hit a situation where we've got new signings, players returning, and number 3, players and the team are understanding Graham Potter's ideas a bit more. Because if those things can align together as the season ends, who knows what could happen? Because I feel like the gap between top 4 and the rest is not going to be as high as it normally is another season. So let's see what can happen, yeah? Anyway, Casey Day, that video that you made of all the issues that we've had was great. Many football fans don't understand nuance or things take time to build. I really appreciate that, Casey Day. You've been watching me for a long time. I really appreciate the support over the years, man. As I said in the video, sometimes people say I'm about being overly positive. No, it's perspective. You know, perspective is the middle ground. It's balance. You know what I mean? Every conversation on football is extremes. Like, if times are good, boom, super extremes. If times are bad, they're the worst things you've seen in your entire life. Every season I've been seeing tweets of people saying this is the weakest, worst Chelsea team of my whole life. Bro, like, do you understand that there have been worse Chelsea eras and teams before this one? Like, not everything is as doom and gloom, especially when there's certain reasons behind why things might not go in your favour. So I'm about perspective, where a balance between positivity and negativity, and that's how you find out what the real answers are. But, oh, we just about got away with that one then. I thought Palace might sneak away then. But anyway, come on, Lewis Hall. Oh my fucking, what a pass. That is what I like about Lewis Hall then. Everyone else plays that pass to Mason Mount. Everyone else plays that pass to Mason Mount. If that's Cucurella, it's going to Mason Mount. Lewis Hall knows, Aubameyang, I see you in space. I'm playing that ball to you. It was a great pass. Good defending from Gueye. very good defending from Guy then, but I'm seeing a lot of nice things from Lewis Hall since he's been brought into this team. And honestly, I'd give this guy game time to develop, knowing that when he's like 20 or 21 years old, this guy will be like one of the top guys on the left-hand side in the Premier League, easily. I keep saying that Lewis Hall is like our David Alaba. He's just one of those guys that can be very effective in multiple positions. But anyway, he is sitting down right now. Is it like a bit of a dead leg or something? I'm not too sure. Is Dario Sana? Okay, Dario Sana is in the stadium alongside Mudryk right now. Like, I always thought Dario Sana might be someone that we actually signed back in the day, because we were always linked with Dario Sana. But yeah, he became a legend at Shakhtar instead. Anyway, it seems like maybe Lewis Hall, is he potentially going off? Oh, bro, we can't go one game without an injury. We can't go one game without someone coming off with a knock. It's mad. It really is mad. I hope right now this bit of misfortune won't make us concede or cost us the game. But this is how the season's been going currently. I guess maybe Badiashile might move to the left-hand sides and Koulibaly's playing in defence. Actually, Lewis Hall's coming back on. That's good to see at least. Okay, thank God. Thank God. If Lewis Hall got injured, I'll probably end in the stream right now, you guys. I can't deal with that. But he's brought so much to the left-hand side, this kid, man. Damn. Oh, man, why do you gas it like that, bro? Like, you know what? I hate when players try these ambitious shots when your body position isn't even aligned to really strike the ball properly. Like, why go for it? Why waste that time? Anyway, Koulibaly is coming on. I'm guessing that's for Badiashile. We're going to find out at 60. Okay, Lewis Hall. Okay, so Lewis Hall is probably like a precautionary thing right now. I mean, with how he's playing in the form and the confidence, listen, this kid's... Like, obviously, you know, Tuchel wasn't always quick to turn to youth. But the fact that he even used Lewis Hall when he was 17 tells you, okay, this is maybe someone... Like, if Tuchel can use you, okay, maybe you're really good then. Maybe there's something really serious here. Anyway, Koulibaly, please... You've come on for an 18-year-old right now. Don't get shown up. Like, the amount of mistakes this guy's made to help us concede goals. If he did something in this game today, we'd have to sell him in January. I'm sorry. Anyway, we're nearly there. I'm hoping we can just, like, defend a bit, like, deeper, keep our shape, and hopefully get Palace in the counter-attack. But anyway, that's the Jorginho. Got lucky with that one. He got lucky with that one, not going to lie. If a Palace midfield player went down that easily, I'd be a bit annoyed. But that's what Jorginho is very good at doing. Like, he is a very intelligent football player who thinks really, really good, really, really fast, really, really sharp. He's always doing those little, like, gamesmanship, things like that. So, no, it works. Anyway, 78 minutes. We literally have maybe, 50 minutes left before this game is over. 1-0 up against Crystal Palace. Can we get our first win in, 10 games? Wow. Come on. Come on, win that battle. Win it. Played corner. First time pass from Silva. Trevor Chalobah bombing forward on the right hand side. Such a good player, Trevor Chalobah, to have in the team. That's it. Played. Yo, it's getting tense right now. It is getting tense. Okay, Wendy. Ziyech is a comp YouTuber's dream. 1000%. Balax. It's a shame that his Chelsea comp won't be as long as significant though, unfortunately. Yeah. I think, like, in an alternate universe, like, if he didn't get the injuries or things like that, I think he's seen completely differently, and I think his influence is a lot greater in this team, actually. Anyway, Kai is Deadwood again. Oh, my SS. Are you saying Havertz has been bad in this game? Maybe you guys are ahead of me or something. I don't know. What has Havertz done? Maybe I'm about to see what he's done to get this type of reaction right now. We'll find out. Right now, my time is 79 minutes at the moment. Mount's taking the set piece. Plays the pass to Ziyech instead. Ziyech is cutting inside. And he tries to go for the strike, which he should be doing. And a super pass from Jorginho. Oh my God. I know what you guys are on about now. Like, yeah, Graham Potter's reaction right then is how I'm feeling right now. We all saw what he did right then. We all saw that. Fucking hell, Koulibaly, man. This guy is so mids. Like, did you see how he stepped off his line with that half-assed tackle then? Flipping hell. But I'm sorry, Kai. I don't know how he missed that, to be fair. I don't know how he missed that. But anyway, Thiago Silva there with another clutch block. Koulibaly, my God, please wake up, my guy. Please. Please tell me you can step up for at least 10, 15 minutes at least. Come on, KK. Good play. But Kai Havertz, that miss header near post. Like, that was an assist for Mount, denied then. Baffling. That's it. I feel like Elise's involvement in the game has dramatically fallen. As we pushed Hall up even more, as we dominated the flanks. You know, this is the good thing about playing against teams like Palace. An Elise will get tired as the game's going on. There's no way he can run back 70 yards, then carry the ball another 70 yards. It's not going to happen. So we dealt with that threat quite well. It would be disappointing if anything happened now before this game ends from that right-hand side now. But anyway, let's see Balak CFC Nini. Let's call them Haramverts and Koulibaly. Well, Haramverts is... He scored the goal that's helping us win this game at the moment. So I'm not going to be too harsh on him right now. But moving on to Super Frank. That's the problem with Kai Havertz. 90% of the times he'll pick the wrong pass or bottle chances. Then he gets the occasional goal and people hype him up. I don't know if it's hype, because hype would imply that Havertz is the best player, he's top 10, blah, blah, blah. If anything, I think it's more like the hopefulness comes back, that maybe he can kick on right now and something can happen. But, I mean, other than the miss, listen, I watch a lot of football that's not just Chelsea. I'm looking at Real Madrid games a lot. I love watching Real Madrid, like one of the masters of playing the game and breaking teams down, attacking. That's a level that hopefully when these guys are in their prime, they can try and replicate or get close to, in my opinion. But I don't know. It's quite normal that chances like this are missed. It's just that in the context of our season, every chance we miss costs us more because we don't create as many good ones compared to the other big boys around us. That's the reality. Like, how many embarrassing misses have there been from how many guys like Salah, Nunez? I mean, I can go on this season. It's part of the game, but I don't know. I feel like today, other than that mistake from Kai then, it has been an overall good performance. I think he normally does score goals against Crystal Palace, doesn't he, Havertz? I think he likes playing against Crystal Palace. So, I mean, surprised me that he didn't make it 2-0 then because the game's over and done with. So, yeah, that was definitely a massive L from Havertz then. But anyway, great tactical foul from Connor. Right now, let me answer some questions. Where is Omari? You know what, to be fair with you, obviously, I felt like the games versus City, listen, you can't really hold Omari Hutchinson to that standard, this Man City. But I felt like in terms of the confidence and willingness and stuff like that, I felt like maybe the occasion was a bit too big. He was keeping things extremely safe, not looking to commit men forwards. And like when you're comparing like what Carnes and Lewis Hall are doing, walking straight into the team, not phased at all. I feel like for me to really judge a youth's talent, it starts with how they like conduct themselves in the fields. Like, are you positive? Are you confident? Are you phased? Like, I felt like Hutchinson was a bit phased. I don't know if he's necessarily ready. I thought maybe he was a bit more ready than that, but maybe not as ready for what we need right now, unfortunately. But listen, you guys know I like my youth talents, but I don't have unrealistic expectations where everyone should be playing in the team, and that's going to easily mean that we win 3-4-0 every game. It doesn't work like that. More time is needed. I think that as Hutchinson gets a bit stronger maybe in the league, that will help him cope against challenges and stuff even more. But let's see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised now if he gets a loan spell before the window ends. I think with the attacking players coming in... Oh my God! This is the... This is what I mean by like top level football. The Corey just did a volley. First time from like 25 yards. The game, no one's been doing anything close to that in this game today, and already that nearly got them equalized. Oh my God. Like this is what happens in the final 10 minutes of games now. All this fake stuff starts to come from nowhere and we start getting affected. That's it. Close them down. Played, Connor. Played. Ref! Ref! Yes, Trev. Come on. Fucking hell. This is what I mean, you guys. These last 10 minutes, you see the fakest things happening against us. Where did that Decore volley come from? It's still not registering to me right now. No one's been doing anything close to that in this game today. But this is what happens in the final minutes, yeah? Teams will start busting the gut to try and force things. I don't know how the ref didn't blow the whistle then. Connor was clearly fouled. His arm was in his face as well, too. Connor. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I am loving the mentality from Connor. Like, obviously, him and Gurry are best friends. So the fact that he's got Gurry pissed off right now. Like, listen, Connor's like, I'm doing my bit for the team. We need to win any way we can. I don't care about our friendships, what we did last season. It's new rules right now. So I'm not going to lie. I rate that the mentality from Conor Gallagher. Most players aren't doing that shithousery right there. Like, yeah, I like that. I like that. That's like a promising sign. I like the mentality right there. Oh my God, man, it's getting tense. Another set piece. I literally can't cope. Oh. Please, soon. Blow this whistle soon. Waste as much time as possible, fans. Waste time, please. Cover coming on and Aspie. Goods. Goods. Waste as much time as possible. Hakeem, today, Hakeem. Bro, keep your head up, man. Today, this was a real performance. This is a real Hakeem Ziyech performance today. Yeah. Arguably our best attacking player in this game today. Very good. And just every time you see Hakeem playing right wing, you see something added to the team. I feel sorry for him that things did not pan out, because before he left Ajax, he was so specific about the club he was going to sign for. He wasn't going to sign for anyone, and that's why he stayed there a few more seasons more than he had to. So it's a shame that things just did not work out in his favour. And that's what happens in the game at this level sometimes, you know. But yeah, incredible performance today. Actually, incredible is a strong word. You know, very dangerous, very good performance today. I think Kai Havertz as well too. Listen, if we don't win this game, we're going to come back for you for not making it 2-0. So watch out, yeah. Don't sit too comfortably on the bench right now. But, of course, that goal he scored, fantastic header, and he looked dangerous, and he led the line really well today against Palace, I think. Mount has been the worst. I don't think Mount's been the worst at all. I think being worse, yeah, you need to be, like, creating mistakes. Listen, great first touch for Mount. Just couldn't play that pass into Aubameyang's feet then. But, listen, it's not been bad for Mount. It's been like a standard professional performance. He's been fighting, working hard for the team. It's one of those games where I need some guys to be doing that today, yeah. So, it is what it is. So how long is going to be needed then in terms of extra time? I might be behind you guys right now. There's like 30 seconds until, of course, full time's over. I'm hoping it's going to be like 3 minutes or something. There's not been too many fouls or breaks of play or anything like that. So I can't be seeing any World Cup extra time, yeah? We're not in Qatar anymore. We're back in London. We're back in SW6, yeah? So I can't be seeing World Cup nonsense in the Premier League. We left that in Qatar. Oh, Oba, put that pressure on. Good play, Oba. Good play. At least forcing him back. That's as much as you can expect from a Aubameyang pressing. Let's keep things real. 7 minutes! Oh, why are they conspiring against us? Why are they conspiring against us? 7 minutes! Oh, my guys, please stop giving away these stupid free kicks in our own half. How many Palace free kicks and corners have there been this last 10 minutes? Please. Yeah, honestly, you guys, I'm feeling the tension. Right, you can probably see it on my face right now, but now I'm feeling so stressed right now, honestly. Please, Kepa, I know you've got a few more banging saves than you. I hope it doesn't resort to that. Please. Stay strong. Follow your men. Look at Mateta. Stay tight. Oh, thank God. Waste time. Waste time. Waste time. Please. Waste time. Waste time right now. That's it, Jorginho. Thank you, Jorginho. Thank you, Jorginho. I say let's waste time, and Jorginho's on the ground right now. That's it. That's it. Of course he's gassing it right now. You know why? Because when these guys were playing in the World Cup, I didn't think players could be that intense for like 120 minutes at times. And when you see guys like getting cramp with like 10 minutes left to go and stuff, I was thinking there's no way that you're really feeling it like that. So this alone has wasted like 40 seconds from Jorginho doing this right now. And our Kepa can waste hopefully another 10 seconds. And I know it's... Listen, I'm not feeling proud of myself resorting to time wasting against Crystal Palace. Let's keep it real. Higher standards for sure. But for the context of right now, I'll take this win any way I can, yeah? Any way I can. Oh, Kepa. Okay, just pass back to the keeper. Or blast it further forward, and can Aubameyang do something? Hey, he won the header at least. Oh, Oba! So that, what, 4.5 minutes left until this game's over. Please, boys, to stay in there, keep fighting, stay in position. Come on, KK, played. That's it, Mount. So Newcastle leading against Fulham right now, right near the ends. Newcastle this season, yeah, I got a lot of ratings for them, not going to lie. A lot of ratings for what they're doing. Like Eddie Howe has always been a good manager who's been respected by a lot of coaches in this country. And Isaac scored too. Okay, all right. Mads. I mean, it's, you know, I don't want to talk about climbing up the table and we haven't even got this win versus Crystal Palace. That would be a conversation for another point in the future. But things don't look impossible. We haven't reached impossibility time in the league right now. So I'm remaining hopeful. And this performance I'm seeing so far is giving me hope. Played Oba, can't find cover. And Gallagher there, holds it, plays it back to KK. Great pass to find cover between the lines. Nice composure, boys. And then, yeah, probably, I don't know what Mount and Koulibaly were trying to do there. But we have 3 minutes left before this game is over. Played KK. Koulibaly playing as a fullback, basically, in this game today. That's it. Oba's busting the gut right now, closing down. That's what I want to see. Come on, all the simple stuff, you guys. Come on. Come on. KK, man, don't commit. You don't have to win every tackle, KK. Just stay with him sometimes. Oh. Yes, Trev. Protected him well. Stick with him. Plates. Honestly, I feel like Trevor Chalobah is such good defensive foil for Aspilicueta. Listen, I respect Aspi as a legend, and I think he has something. He should be part of our squad for the future because of the presence he has in this team, yeah. But I feel like he's just not quite the same in terms of how he defends anymore. He's lost a bit of physicality and legs now, for sure. I think maybe he was one of the reasons why Trevor Chalobah looked so poor at times versus Fulham, because he was left in no man's land so many times. Oh, Badiashile, good. Another corner. This must be the final corner of the game. I beg, I pray. Please, we can't go out like this, please. Oh, my fucking God, bro. Please, boys. Come on! Close him down, corner. Played cover. That's it. Yes, Connor. Oh, nice header from Badiashile. Clear by Jorginho. Aubameyang with the pace. Come on, Oba. Come on, Oba. Come on, Oba. Tackle. Close him down, cover. Bust the gut, man. Yes, Badia. Oh. Close him down, corner. Yes, George. Oh, slide in, my guy. Oh. Come on. It's over. It's done. It's done. The whistle. The whistle. The whistle. Nah, I can't take this no more, man. I can't take this no more. Please. The fucking whistle, ref. Come on, ref. It's over. The game's done. That's it now. This is it now. This is it. We've won the game. That's it. That's it. After the goal kick, it's over. Come on. Yes! Come on! Yes, I know I'm getting way too excited over a win against Crystal Palace. It should be expected, my friends. But come on, with how the season's going, I'm taking every W I can get. And every point now matters, yeah? The impossible is not impossible right now. If we can maintain this, add to the team. Players are coming back. Guys are getting used to the system more. Let's see what can happen. But, oh, yeah. To be fair, this was a positive performance. A lot of good things here. I'm going to have some good words to say in the match review. I need to get my ass ready now to start recording so I can release things, because I kind of feel like there'll be some Mudryk announcement later today. Maybe I need to get my ass ready for that as well too. So before I go, Joe Abdi, Badiashile with 5 headers won. Yes, I think one of the big positives about his game today is the aerial presence that he had playing in the back. More of that, please. And yeah, one of the best aspects of his game. And one of the reasons why we actually signed him was for that aerial presence. So, Joe Abdi today, bro, thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you to everyone that's supported from watching my content over the past few weeks. And of course, supporting with super chats as well too. Always means a lot, my friends. And yeah, I'm a happy man right now. It was a tense game. It was a good game. It was a very tight game and exciting game as well too, in my opinion. And now I need to start working on this match review. So I'll see you guys soon. It'll be out in less than an hour, so stay tuned. If you want to stay up to date, obviously, what's the notification button? Click the notification button, and then obviously you'll be notified when the video is out. So you guys, thank you for watching. I'm in EFC. This is BlueLionsTV.